Hi, welcome back to Knit for Brains podcast. I'm Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller.
This is episode 154 of our knitting, crocheting, cross-stitching, sewing, whatever craft we might be up to. You guys already know we're in Bradley, Illinois, you can find us on Instagram, Ravelry, Facebook, and also on Etsy at Knit for Brains Designs.
And you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Loopy Stitcher, all one word, Lupy. And then in Ravelry, I do have a few designs underneath Loopy Stitcher Designs.
Okay, so leading into the weather, because this kind of leads into the weather, because you're going to hear me coughing and humming and sniffing a lot, because A, I just cleaned the rabbit's cage, which I'm allergic to her. And B, our weather has been nuts. So take it away.
So today...
Yeah, because it was in the 50s.
It was. Now we're back down in the 30s-ish, but it's supposed to get warmer, and tomorrow it's supposed to be yucky and rainy.
And it's always windy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cold out there today, like standing outside. I was like, Yeah.
So it's been a typical... Well, I wouldn't even say this is a typical Illinois winter, because...
We're normally below zeros consistently.
Yeah.
We used to have like tons of snow.
At least 6 inches of snow that would stay around for weeks.
We don't typically. Well, if you think about the last few years, we really haven't had snow.
Yeah.
Or no amount. Or it doesn't stick around, that kind of thing. I remember once last year because I had to go and shovel out my aunt's vehicle at my mom's house. But
yeah, usually I get the, because I work at home, so usually about this time of year I get the January, February blues because it's always so depressingly gray.
Well, it has been.
And the snow is gray because it's been around, and brown because it's been around so long.
Well, I went to babysit Olivia yesterday, and we're sitting at Alisha's, I've got something in my eye, and it could be a rabbit hair. We're sitting at Alicia's kitchen table, which faces big sliding glass door. Mm-hmm. And it just looks so, like, dull out and everything. Mm-hmm. And she always notices the sun and the moon. And I'm like, Peanut, there's no sun out. And she goes, no. And the wind was really blowing, like you could hear it, you know, and things. And she's like, it's spooky out there, Grandma. And then she hears a noise and she goes, oh, what was that? Is that a spooky ghost? Like, no, I think it was the wind. She sat for the whole time Alisha was gone. We were at the kitchen table. Literally, I woke her up, and she tried her when we got downstairs. Grandma, I want blue chips, meaning Cool Ranch Doritos. And I'm like, no.
For breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my.
And I go, she loves her chips. Chips and French fries. That's all she wants to eat. And I'm like, no, how about waffles or Shake Shake toast, which is basically toast with Cinnamon Toast Crunch cinnamon.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, Shake Shake. So I didn't turn on TV and let her go, watch TV while she eats like she normally does. I made her sit at the kitchen table. And then I'm like, do you want to do craft projects? She's like, oh, what's in your bag, Grandma? And each time I bring over a bag that has like new supplies or new things. So we did, I just bought her some new stamps. She loves stamping. Mm-hmm. That kid loves stamping. And I got her some animal ones. And then she did an Olaf and a Forky. And then Sandy from Club had given me some kinetic sand.
Oh, okay.
And I stopped at the Dollar Tree and got like a foil pan with a lid.
Uh-huh.
So open that up, put that in there. And I had a couple cookie cutters and, that child sat there forever. So if you have not gotten that for your children, if you have smaller ones, definitely keeps them entertained. She probably would have stayed even longer, but Mom came home with French fries. Enough said. So when I was out thrifting today, I did get her some more cookie cutters. I found an Elmo one and
there you go.
Some other little ones for her to, and she liked it so much she asked me if I could leave it there. Because she knows normally anything I bring with me, I take back home.
Yeah. Because
I want it to be something that's like just special time, when I come over. So, yeah. So we had fun. She was having a blast. It was, yeah. And it's not messy at all.
Okay.
That's another plus.
Yeah.
You do have to
the
be...
first thing you think of, like sand and Play-Doh, it's like...
It's a mixture. It's called sand, but it's more like it's between a sand and a Play-Doh. Like, it's not just grains of sand. It all kind of comes together. And, like, the more you play with it, like, it'll, like, ooze out of your fingers. But yet you can still use, like, cookie cutters or sand castles, that sort of thing with it. So I did leave it. The only thing you do have to, because I was looking online, be careful of, don't let, like, your pets eat it. Because it can be toxic to, like, dogs and whatever. But, like, she dropped a couple little shreds of it on the floor, and it was, like, no big deal. Like, I literally went like this with my finger, and it was, you know. So that's what we did yesterday. All right, let's do shop update. I've done 2 updates since the last podcast. And honestly, I don't have a whole lot of them left.
You should see this colorful pile, though, that I'm staring at.
So I will go through what is left at this moment. There are still some really cute ones. And she's talking about, yeah, it is very colorful. So we'll start with the sock bags. I can't remember if I decided this was, these might be the llamas. I always get confused between the llamas or the alpacas. I think these were the llamas, or maybe they're whatever. So sock size. The green is what's on the inside. I only have 2 of those left. My blue swirls, I only have 1. They went fast. That was really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That's all for sock size. All the other new sock ones sold out.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't have a whole lot of mediums neither, but here's a different alpaca. And it has the black with all the different colored polka dots on the inside. And this is a medium drawstring, down to 1. On the black ones, I did make a bunch of those, so I do still have 3 of those in the shop, in the medium. This next fabric, very, very limited quantities. Because
yeah, I saw that.
I
and
sold
I was like,
it so quickly. It's ridiculous, but I get it because it is adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I have 1 medium Love Gnomes left, and it is the prettiest bag with all the pinks and the little heart balloons. So only 1 of those left. And that, and then the only other bag I have that in, I'm going to skip ahead, which is a really nice size bag, actually. It's I call it the I think I call it the small wireframe bag. I have it in that. But it is a pretty good size. I have 2 of those. That's all I have left in that print. Which I still have, and I need to make myself one of these small wireframes. Let's stay on those bags right now. So I sold all these bags except for this one. This one also went fast. I called it Ferns. And on the inside is like a pink kind of, I would say marbly looking.
Yeah.
Pink marbly looking. It's very pretty. Very different too. Only 1. Sold all the other sizes, all the other ones in this. But it's in there. I've got 2 of the pink llama alpacas. I think these were alpacas. I figured it out before I did the listing, and then it like leaves my mind. I always can. Well, I think these were alpacas because I took a picture of the end of the fabric bolt. But the other ones I wasn't sure on, and I always consult Jenny of Cherry Pie Cottage. She's got to be tired of my texts. I send her pictures, and I'm like, alpaca? Llama? Question? So that has the polka dots on the inside. She's like, what am I, the animal expert? So I have 2 of those. Now, in the large wireframed, they all went, except for this one. And this one has the green inside. Now, I do have some, if you're looking for the larger wireframe one, I think I have 1 Yorkie bag left, which is so cute. I might have 2. And then I have some of the Tootsie Pop ones that have the owl and the Tootsie Pop and stuff like that on there. Mm-hmm. So there are a couple other larger wireframe, but out of this batch here, this was the only one left. Cross stitch bags. I have 2 small cross stitch bags, and this is a new fabric. And the inside is like a teal to match. So I've got 2 of those. I've got some flowered ones, which are envelope style. They are flat. They have a snap. And the inside is orange. And I believe
like flower power.
Flower, yes. And very cheerful too. Mm-hmm. So these I have listed as a small, but they're between a small and a medium. Mm-hmm. I would say. I mean, a lot of people would list these as a medium. Mm-hmm. So I do have them listed as a small though, and I mean they are pretty close. They're a little bit wider.
Yeah,
is what it is. So. On those, I only have 2 of them. And that's all on Etsy, Knit for Brains Designs. So go check it out. I believe there are still some Christmas bags left, just a couple, that are still marked down as well. Stay. FOs?
Nope.
Okay. Well, you guys are going to laugh. Uh-oh. You're not going to laugh. You're going to be surprised. I only have 2.
Are you okay?
Well, I had thumb issues.
Oh.
Well, if you remember, last time you were here, I couldn't even pick anything up. Mm-hmm. That was
the last time
the last podcast. Yeah. Thumbs were not good.
Yep.
So I had to kind of back off for a little bit. Didn't help that my chiropractor ended up canceling my appointment.
Oh, yeah, you were waiting for it.
Yeah, the night before I was due to go, he's like, yeah, I'm still waiting on the village to okay me opening. I still haven't heard from him. It's been a month. I'm like, ah. But they're doing a little bit better now. Plus, some of the things that I worked on were bigger items you'll kind of see. So, first off, I'm emptying 2 of my wireframe bags. That's a big thing for me. So the first one was a sweater for Peanut, and I don't have the pattern because I started another one, so I'll show the pattern later. It's a basic raglan one. It's a free pattern. The yarn I used was Lions brand Mandela, and it was what colorway? Unicorn. How very fitting. So I had picked up a big, huge plastic zippered bag at one of the thrift stores the one time with a ton of this yarn in it. I've already knit Little Man a sweater. Well, Peanut's birthday's coming up, so I knit her one.
That is adorable.
Isn't that adorable?
Yes.
I think it came out so cute. And I did not, even though I had more than enough, because I have like 3 or 4 more skeins of this, I decided to do just like I did with Little Man's, and I did not match the sleeves to the body, because Alisha really loved the look of the sleeves being different. And I'm like, works for me.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it works. It's all the same colors. Yeah. They're just in different orders.
And they match each other. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I think it came out really cute. So this will go in with her birthday gifts. And you'll see in WIPs that I started another one. So that was my one finish. So that was quite a bit of knitting because she's, getting a bigger sizing now.
Yep.
My next one was a lot of knitting. It's my mama vertebrae.
Oh.
And there was a whole lot of knitting. Let me tell you about it, guys. So I had the body done. I had one of the sleeves almost done, and I had tried it on that one time you were here, and I'm like, oh boy, it's really big, which is not typical of cardigans. So I was like, okay, well, I'll decrease. Decreased. Got to the ribbing, tried it on, and I'm like, it's huge. It is absolutely ginormous. We probably could have put all of our arms in it. So I ripped the whole entire sleeve out. Started again using, because they did, if you don't want to decrease, just knit, which originally that's what I thought I was doing, because usually cardigans are just too tight on the arms. But they're like, if you want to decrease, this is how to do it. So I did it their way. It did not decrease it enough. Out it came again.
So do you think you picked the wrong size in the first place?
No.
Or no? Oh, okay.
No.
So it wasn't necessarily the fit.
It was just the sleeves.
Just the sleeve. Yeah. Okay.
So out it came again. Started again. Did my own decreases. It probably could have even been decreased a little bit more. I mean, it's fine. I literally had to decrease 28 stitches. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a fingering weight sweater. This is a DK weight sweater. That's a lot.
You could have put football shoulder pads in there.
So I finally got it blocked yesterday, and I didn't think it was going to be dry to even show. So when we left this morning, we turned the fan on, which we were joking about because we're like, the rabbit's probably in there going, oh, it's so cold. So this is the yarn that I used, which is for Miss Babs, Shining City. And it was the Yowza, so the big skeins. And I had 2 of them, and I have that much left. Okay. It's still like a little, it's not bad. It's a little,
yeah, obviously you wouldn't put it on tonight, but
it's a little cold. I'll say it that way. It's a little cold. Ta-da! And that was with 28 degree decreases. So could you imagine it with 28 more stitches? And
so did you do that almost immediately in terms of the decreasing, or just down the arm?
I did it completely down the arm, and I'm going to be honest with you, I did it in the first 2 rows of the ribbing even. I had to. But, I mean, I'm glad that, like, I wanted it big here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to see my, my t-shirt. I always have t-shirts on. I could have gone a little bit smaller, but, I mean, it's not bad. But imagine 28 more stitches. So,
but
what I had to do, too, is when I got the one down to the ribbing, I went to try it on to see how much more I needed.
Mm-hmm.
This band wasn't done yet.
Yeah.
So you couldn't tell where it was going to sit on the shoulders.
Yeah.
So I couldn't finish the arm. So I left this on needles, picked up the band, knit the whole band. Then I knew I was going to do it probably a little bit thicker than what they said.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had to put it on a cord to try it on. And it just so happened that it was good and my length was perfect. I was like, so then I was finally able to knit the second sleeve. So I knit the sleeve 3 times.
Wow.
So that's where a lot of my knitting went to.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but it's good now.
Well, technically you knit the sleeve 4 times because you re-knit it 3 times on one, and then you still had the other arm to go.
Yeah. So, and at one point I was so frustrated, I texted Jill and I'm like, I think I'm going to just rip the whole thing out.
There you go.
Because I was in a mood that day, and all she could say was no, because she loved this yarn. She's like, every time I was knitting on it on Thursday, she was like, oh my god, that is so beautiful.
Yeah, I always got compliments on the yowza that I use for Megana's cardigan. Everybody's like, I love that color.
So this is perfect for when I'm a little chilly and just want to throw something on over my t-shirt.
Yeah.
So, ta-da! So my plan is...
I'll take a picture when that little chilly ever happens.
Last time we podcasted, I had a sweatshirt on.
That is true. That is true.
And my husband said the same thing. When are you going to wear this?
When are you going to wear this?
So my plan now, because I have 2 more sweaters on the needle still. If you remember my one, I can't remember the name of it. Now it's going to escape me. It's knit out of Arkansas Yarn Co. Really sparkly yarn. And I had set it aside because I'm to the point that I need to seam the shoulders together. So
is that the one that's got the
meshy.
real...
Yes.
Yeah.
So I need to seam the shoulders together so I can see how much more I need to knit, because I know I've got to be getting close.
Yeah.
So my goal is to pick that back up, seam those shoulders, and get that finished. Now, I say this, but I cast on another sweater for Peanut.
That won't take you that long, no.
Oh, gosh.
It's not like you cast on a finger and wait for you or something.
Right.
You
And
know?
then the other sweater that I have on the needles, I know it's a Ho-He, it's lounge something. I'm going to revisit. I'm not sure. It might be. I know I'm not too far into it. It might get torn out. It might not be. It might not be. So, we'll see. But I finished this one, guys. I was quite excited.
Mm-hmm.
That's all my FOs. That's it. Yeah. Kind of sad, huh? It was a lot of knitting, though.
It was. I knew there had to be a catch somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, when you have to continually knit a sleeve,
I'm actually surprised you just didn't set it aside.
well, I've set it aside so many times now because I'm just like, oh, it's not a priority. And I might actually end up wearing that to his work function.
Gotcha.
Over my shirt. So, although if I get the other one done, that might not get worn and I might wear that one. So, of course, in the car, if I'm going to have a sweater on, I'm going to have to take off my coat. Because he keeps the car so hot. You know, a whole issue there. So, all right. We only have 1 coupon code, so we might as well do that. But then, Amanda Rate Cole on Ravelry. If you use code KFB19, that'll give you 20% off any of her patterns. I was asked about my pattern, my cowl pattern. I have not forgotten about it. I have to take pictures of the new one that I knit. I'll probably just retake pictures of both of them. And then I already have it all typed up, so I just need to give it to my husband to do all his layout work, because I don't do all that. I'm the creative, just like we don't do anything with the podcast. We just sit and talk to you guys. That's his thing. So maybe this week I'll get him that stuff and get on it.
Yeah, it's. Really
I'm hoping.
pretty.
I'm hoping this month. It will be up in the Etsy store. Hope.
Yeah.
Have you started it yet? If so, send me a picture. I want to see it. Because I Hope did contact me, and I had sent her. I'm like, as long as you don't mind that it's not pretty format or anything. Because I've knit 2 of them. Joan knit one, which ended up beautiful, and she loved the pattern. And then I have Hope is knitting it as well. So I'm not sure if she started or not. So Hope, let me know. All right. So yeah, that is coming. I have not scrapped it or forgotten about it or anything like that. I actually, once I get caught up on all my whips, I have ideas in my little head for something else that's gonna come about. So there's that. Okay. We are announcing the knit-along winners. We will do that probably near the end, just so you guys know if anybody's out here wondering.
Yep.
All right. Whips.
Yes. A few.
Yeah, I have a few. I'm not crazy with them, but...
This one can testify. And you'll see it, too. That I frogged.
Oh, yes. She did when after the last podcast.
Went crazy. So, this is my blanket. My crochet blanket. And... I'm using leftover minis from all sorts of advents.
Here we go.
Patents. Beehive Baby Sport Weights.
How'd you say it last time?
Patrons. Patrons.
It was fun. Whatever it was hysterical.
Oh, which is 70% acrylic, 30% nylon. It is sport weight, and it's a gray. And here's how much.
Yeah, she kind of looked like one of all my sweater arms.
Yeah. So let me see here. I meant to get a better, yeah. Here's my little, like a couple of rows down is where my previous marker was, so I didn't go quite down as far as my previous marker, but several inches. I had problems with the ends and stuff.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, when you don't, I've been out of practice of crocheting so much, is a lot of it. And I'm using an H, 5.0 millimeter.
Talk about your tin, because I still love my
pencil tin.
Yes. Got them at the Dollar Tree. Very nice to keep in your project bag with your crochet hook, so you don't lose that crochet hook at the bottom.
Yeah. And this is a free pattern on Ravelry called the Neat Ripple. So
I just want to mention, and I think I had said last time that Alisha had randomly been sending me pictures of Phil's feet.
Yeah.
I got another one this week. And it's so funny because she just sends me the picture. No wording, no nothing. Just sends me this picture randomly. I knew what she was talking about.
Yeah. He's
wearing socks again. And all I can think is, I wonder if Phil realizes she's taking pictures of his feet all the time and just randomly sending me. And I said that to Brett, and he's like, no, probably not. It's like, I just, all of a sudden out of the blue, I'm like, oh, I got a picture from Alisha, thinking it's something of the kids. No, it's always her husband's. Oh, guys, little man got his hair cut again for the second time. It's adorable. He went to a regular little barber this time. It's stinking adorable.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
He was so good, they gave him a popsicle. Isn't he the cutest, guys? Yeah. And now, Olivia's a little upset.
Because she hasn't gotten her hair cut. I had a feeling.
So, her mom knows, and her hair is, and this doesn't show it very well, but her hair is very, very curly. It's long if you kind of comb it out.
Yeah.
But those curls just shrink it up. She doesn't need her haircut. Even the front, her front doesn't seem to grow.
Yeah.
So, one of the mothers at Alicia's studio does hair and does like where they add the tinsel and stuff in. So Alisha asked her, she's like, can we just do like a special day for her where she thinks she's getting her hair done, like maybe like wash it and add some tinsel or something like that. So she's going Thursday morning for a beauty day.
Oh my.
Yeah.
She will so
Yes, because
love
she's
that.
really feeling left out. I'm
Yeah.
like, but Peanut, your hair is so pretty with your curls.
She's probably going to hate it when she's older because most people that have that much of a natural curl,
Well,
unless it
let's
was
see.
Alisha like that when she was younger.
No, she gets that from me. Nobody's. If your hair's straight, you want curls.
Yeah.
If you're curly,
hair,
you want straight. If you have thin hair, you want thick. If you have thick hair, you'd like to get rid of it all. That's me.
That's true.
All those people that are always telling me, "Oh, your hair is so gorgeous, it's so thick," and I'm like, "You want it?" It's a pain. Okay, so one of my whips, I haven't really worked a whole lot on it. I had showed you my plastic canvas I was gonna end up doing for Alisha, which I still, now that I opened this book, remembered that I did not go to Staples with it. My pages are still out. So I was working on this coaster set, and it has the box that you put the coasters in. So I got one of the pieces, and I don't know if you guys, yeah, you can kind of see the Mickey heads right by my finger. This is the piece that like goes around the box. This is the bottom of the box. And I'm starting the Mickey head, or face of the box. Which I had to go and get yarn for Mickey's face, and you know, they're so helpful. Flesh. Just use a flesh yarn.
Do you have a flesh?
Luck finding flesh colored yarn. And you know, I'm colorblind. So I took a picture of this, and I went to Hobby Lobby because I'm like, they have the most yarn.
Yeah, in the area, yeah.
I've got the picture like zoomed in, so like it's like just that color. I'm like, I can't find a thing. So then I went over to Joann's, and they don't have a whole lot of yarn, but I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
So I have two in my hand, and I'm debating, and I could hear Amy coming along, and I'm like, Amy, I can hear you. Get over here. And I'm like, which one of these is, you know, would work for this? And she's looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, I'm colorblind, girl. Tell me which one is. So she helped me pick it out because I'm just like, I can't at this point. So this, I did work on this a little bit when my, and Joan was laughing the one night. She's like, well, rest your thumbs. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to knit. I'm like, I'm working on plastic canvas. And she's like, seriously?
Like you're like holding it.
Well, I'm holding it, and then you have to have needle. But you're using different muscles.
That's true.
Than what you do with the knitting. Yeah. And I made sure I wasn't like clenching. Yeah. Like I held it loosely, and I kind of would change, like instead of just holding it like this, I would change it between here. So, and you know, this doesn't look like a whole lot done, but this actually takes quite a bit of time. Yeah. So, there's that.
Yeah, you can almost.
Yeah, it's just a very delicate.
The raised.
Yeah, it's
there,
raised
right
up.
there. You can see a little bit of the raised where everywhere she has a Mickey.
Yeah, they have you
see in the camera.
Kind of just do it across it, and it's just like a little bitty. Like you can see when you're up on it, but so there's that.
Gives it some Mickey texture.
And that's I don't have to have that done until April.
Yeah,
the end of April for Alicia's birthday. I've been working on it on birthday gifts, and it was funny because when I went and bought Olivia's birthday presents the other day, I also bought a couple for Phil, and I had previously bought Phil's done. Other than the hat I'm doing for him.
Yeah.
All right, you got another one?
Sure. Let's see. Yeah, this one's out. Oh, okay. Okay, this is Christmas Rolls by Primrose Cottage Stitches. We talked last time. I'm using all of the called for, except for the red DMC, and I substituted that with number 498 to be less purplish and more almost a brick reddish color. And the fabric is by Stephanie, and I got Deck the deck the hop, and a little Christmas tree. And I got in another little Christmas gnome needle miner from
Cute.
Mad Minders. I have a few more to show when it comes to. I got that one.
Mine all got, well, I have a bunch here, but, so you guys know how I am with, organizing and reorganizing and clutter, and I sat down the other day to...
Wish I could bring you over to my house.
to watch TV and knit, and I looked at my table mate that has, like, all my stuff on there, and I'm like, that is atrocious. It just really needs to be organized. So then I'm like, oh, I have this little organizer thing that would be perfect for on there. And I came in here and I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked and I couldn't find it.
Oh, my word.
Well, then I remembered that I wasn't using it in here, so I put it out on the garage shelves. So I went out to the garage and I looked and I looked and I looked. And then I remembered we had cleaned the garage and I said, oh, this has been out here for so long. I donated it to Goodwill. So then I went down the rabbit hole of going online and trying to find what I needed. Got fed up. Still knitting and looking at
Just
that.
see her. Her mind was probably running 100
Yes.
miles a minute.
So at one point I got up to go to the bathroom and I came walking into the craft room here and I was doing something at the cutting table and I looked up and I'm like, that would be perfect. And it was like a little 3-drawer thing because I wanted to put like my floss keepers in one and then all my tape measures in one instead of just having them all out on the table. I'm so happy with it. So Brett went walking past one day and I'm like, did you see I organized my table mate? And he's like looking around. I'm like, my table mate. Look how, and he just rolled his eyes. Well, then I go to a Goodwill the other day and they have had a little one and I'm like, well, I don't need it now, but I'm going to get it. And that's that little pink one that's up there. And I did end up using it because, yeah. Is it my turn? I got off the beaten path. Sorry,
okay.
guys.
Organization is probably her other craft, if you did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think the last time we podcasted, I had organized my cross-stitch stuff now is in its own area. So, all right. I am working, of course, on a pair of Journey socks. The yarn was Desert Vista Dye Works. Colorway Pink Roses, which I also got a video of Olivia the other day. I knitted her a pair of socks out of this. When I was there on Friday... She wanted to pick her own outfit. I'm like, whatever. Kid was so mismatched. She had on these busy pants that had blue and purple, like triangular things on them. A white shirt that had black stripes. And then a pair of the knitted socks I made her that were red and green striped. Well, then she took a nap and she got up and she insisted on putting the socks on that were like this. And Alisha recorded her because they were having this whole discussion that, Mama, Grandma made me these socks. Aren't they pretty? And I'm like, oh, she's going to wear all her knits in one day. So I did get the first one done when we were out and about the one time. I still need to weave in the ends. Might want to use this the right way. Which I will not be showing my other socks that I was working on with my Christmas kit because I did not touch them. But I finished this one, and I have to agree with Olivia. I don't know if you guys can see the sparkle or not, but they are really pretty. And then I did start my second one. All I need to do is knit the foot, which I thought I would be further along because I should have had dance on Monday. And it was canceled due to the furnace was broken. Darn. Little man has been a handful lately. And I don't know how well it's going to go. We shall see.
So even with you taking them...
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Because Alisha took him the other day to a toddler time at the library.
Mm-hmm.
I took Olivia because it was only going to be a half hour, and we went and walked through the Dollar Tree. Within 10 minutes of being there, Alisha is texting me saying, yeah, we had to leave. He was screaming, tears. He was fine for the first 10 minutes. The problem was they started the program 10 minutes late. So he was done by the time they started.
Yeah.
She took him outside, tried to calm him down, give him food, screaming bloody murder.
Yeah.
And the other day when I was at the house, usually like he comes to me no problem, lets me do stuff with him. No, he was like just screaming. So yeah, they've had 5 weeks of not doing things. That's part of the problem, I think. But I think he's also kind of just going through a stage.
That's possible. That's possible.
We'll see. Because I will not say
sometimes even if they're going through a growing spurt, it's so painful doing anything that they're,
Well, and
they're not comfortable.
He doesn't talk a lot.
Huh.
So it could be frustrating for him that he can't tell you, which he is going to speech therapy, and he's not only, they're not only working on his speech, but they teach him sign language.
Oh, cool.
So he's learning that as well. So he goes once a week for that. So that's good. So we'll see what happens with dance. Hopefully, fingers crossed that he'll still do it.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah. So these will get worked on hopefully on Monday. You're up.
Okay. The next one I pulled out one that I've been working on. It's called The Moons of 2022 by Kathy Barrick. And luckily she has a 2023, so maybe I'll finish it before the end of the year. But
I mean, you're cruising on it.
Yeah. I picked it back up.
You're in the easier part of it now. So.
I'm doing all of the months. So I just got half of the moons to go, a little over half the moons to go. And then that side border and then the bottom, and I'll be done.
Well, it was all this that took so long.
That took so long. Yeah.
Anything full coverage like that, yeah.
Yeah. So. Yep.
Okay. I can show you my hat. Well, not my hat, Phil's hat. I've done a little bit of work on it. Nothing crazy. And it is the checker work hat.
Oh, that's right.
And you use the self-striping yarn. I am using, I think it's biscotti yarn in the Titanic colorway. So, where my U David is at is where I was. So, I did quite a bit, seeing that it's a fingering weight hat. Mm-hmm. And again, his birthday is also in April, so this does not have to be done until April.
Yeah.
So, plenty of time to work on that. I love how it's coming out, though. It's so pretty. Which reminds me, I need to do something later. So, I'm going to move up my U David. So, I have Dr. Pepper on one side and U David on the other. Alrighty.
That's the last of my whips.
Oh, I have one more. Okay, well, see, then I wasn't too bad. I was like, I have nothing to show.
Yeah, I worked a little bit on the full coverage, but I didn't do enough for you guys to be able to see an actual difference, so I didn't bring it.
Okay. So, this one I started yesterday. And my friend had liked Peanut's sweater I showed you as a faux so well that she's like, oh, what's the pattern? I'm going to knit one for my granddaughter. I'm like, oh, well, here's the pattern. Do you want some yarn? They're like, here's your choices. And she was going to do for her grandson and granddaughter. I'm like, I have plenty. Don't worry. Well, when I went in there to get yarn for her, I forgot in the other bag I had some more Mandela, but it was sparkled. So this one is Aquarius. Guys, So when I saw this, I'm like, I need to knit Peanut another sweater. So I casted it on yesterday. Oh, here's the pattern. Raglan sweater from Julia Allen. All right. And I have gone to town on it. Ta-da!
Wow, I guess so. Because you hadn't had even started that before.
I casted it on yesterday.
Things on yesterday.
Yep. I was going to town, guys. It's so pretty. And I'm thinking, let me see, am I almost to, no. I haven't even gone through, have I gone? No, I haven't even gone through all the colors yet. I've got black to go, and then I finally made it through all the colors. So it has a lot of colors in it.
Very pretty, though.
Yes. Very sparkly. She's going to love it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still machine washable for her mother.
Yeah, that's the plus.
That's always a plus. So, yeah, I was quite excited about that. And I put it in my bag from Ginger Snap because it's for my Peanut's birthday, who's having a magical birthday party for unicorns. So I put it in a unicorn bag. As any grandmother would do.
Right.
Okay. That's all my whips. Okay. I have a couple purchases. Oh, hold on here. Let me just move my sock blockers. Okay, I don't want to do that yet. Okay, so.
A couple of purchases?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I ordered from Subversive Cross Stitch. There you go. She's the one that made my festive as duck Christmas ornament. No, it was not duck, and she was having a sale, like a really good sale. So I picked up 2 of these. What are they? Well, I'm going to show you. So they come with a needle and a little floss. I mean, the presentation is just so cute with the box and the... And it's an envelope style clutch. And on the front, there's holes punched in it. There you go. And you can use the floss. And pretty much do whatever design you want. I guess the whole thing like opens up. So I guess you can open the whole entire thing up. And then you can do, it's a heart, but you can do it however you want. So you can go like this way and that way. You can make it like kind of like a around.
Like that sound effect?
And I just thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I would probably even keep a little cross stitch project in here, like one of our mill hills. So I picked up 2 of them. It was a really good sale.
Yeah.
I might actually.
That's nice material.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. I might actually make one as a gift. So I don't know. We'll see. I probably will. So I bought 2 of those. Then. Oh, I need that. I had Amazon gift cards. And I had ordered some Ada cloth, but it is, and I hope it shows up, for Christmas projects. You see that?
Oh. Is that fabric flare?
Look at that.
It's printed.
Yeah,
it's just printed on one
there.
side, so you know what side the front is.
Yep. It's gorgeous.
Where'd you get that from?
It was on Amazon.
Oh, cool.
Because I had a bunch of Amazon credits, so I don't know, it came like a package of 4, it looks like. So, got those, because I know I do have...
Oh, no, it's not. It's this company.
Yeah, but it came from Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah, that word.
Yep.
So I got that, and then at the same time as I bought that, I belong to like this Amazon thing where each month I scan in my receipts, and then I get like, and I do surveys, so like I get, at least it's guaranteed a $10 Amazon gift card every month.
Oh, you are going to tell me about that later.
Okay. So I do that, so that's like guaranteed.
It'll give Chuck something to do. He'll love doing that stuff.
Well, and it's really easy too.
Yeah.
So I also bought 14 count Ada cloth that is white sparkled, because I got a pattern, and I'll just flash it really quick because I don't think I have an actual picture of it done. Nope. That I'm doing that says my favorite color is glitter. On that glitter, I'm changing up the colors to glitter.
There you go.
Look at that. And it might have one more color. I haven't just quite decided. I'm thinking like this will be pink. This will be pink. This will be pink. And then all the rest of it might be gray. Although I might just do this gray and then pick a different, like a lighter pink or something. I don't know. That I'll explain in a minute. Nope, it's for Lori.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to stay in the pink-ish family.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, pink and gray work great together.
So this is for a October birthday. Then, that's all my purchases. But then, we went thrifting. And things happen when I thrift, guys.
Is this a today haul?
I'll let you know when I get to today's haul.
Oh my goodness! It looks like I needed to...
Okay. So last time I went...
Get your drink. This bag's pretty good.
I got a With Thy Needle and Thread cross-stitch design. Tricks and Treats. And it has, of course, the floss. This is from the same lady that's been dropping off. So I got that one. This also has the floss. And this was really cute. Tiny tidings. And it has, you probably like the Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Santa, I want it all. Love never melts.
Several.
Very cute. The Lizzie Kate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one I didn't like. It's a candy corn, but she had the good floss in there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's worth the 99 cents I paid.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a little witch on a
yeah, it says boo to you.
on a candy corn. Not thrilled with that, but still worth 99 cents. This one, she has the fabric in there. There's a mixture of floss from the Weeks Dye Works, and then there's
fancy floss.
Then there's one DMC, and this one's called Peak. And it says you're never too old to peak. Which, honestly, I probably will not use this floss, and you'll see why in a little bit. Just hang in there. And then I got this one. I'm going to have to pull this out because she wrote on it. It's called Fresh Mesh Santa.
Cool. That's cute.
And this lady is so organized. Guys,
wow.
Look at her list. And there's the floss.
She's a woman after your own heart.
And there's There's the floss for that one. And now, like, I don't even have to, like, look. Like, I see, because she puts little notes about this has been logged. She logs everything. I know her writing now. Every time I see her writing, I'm like, oh, it's my lady. See, she logged this. So I just picture this lady with this this computerized log that she can just pull up. And my husband's like, that sounds like something you should do. I was just like, oh my word. Then I got a kit, which the box is opened. It's a felt hoop kit with a Christmas tree. I just thought it was kind of cute.
Yeah.
And there's everything in there to complete it.
I've never done felting. So it's another craft to learn.
Yeah. All right, so now we're on to today.
You've done felting before, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Now we're on to today. And you'll see at some point. My lady did not leave any patterns this time for us to get.
Oh, darn.
But she left a ton of floss.
Wow.
Now each one, I hope this is one that has it in there. I might have taken it out of some of them. Has like, they're grouped in what she has. And like some of them are so pretty. Like there's satiny ones, which are the more expensive ones. There's some of the glittered ones, which was what which is what I was after, because for some of the Christmas ones. Okay, see? Logged. I'm like, so I was like, well, I'll just take a few of these, and I took all of them. I did. I'll admit, look how pretty this is.
So, I mean, like, how much did you pay for, like, that bag? Like, were they each, like,
$1.99.
And, like, just one thing of DMC is, like, 53 to 69 cents.
The sparkled ones?
And the sparkled ones are $1 something and $2 something.
Yeah, because those ones I bought from Michael's were $2 something.
Yeah. The specialty flosses range anywhere between 2 and 5, I mean, depending on, at least start at $2.
Okay, so that's my second bag. You keep track of these. Then this one had satin in it. It has some of the metallic in there. Mm-hmm. There's some variegated in there. So that's bag 3. This is so...
blue and that red.
Right? That's what I was after.
She's after the blue and the red.
But look at this green. So that one kit that I said I'm not using, that green and red, this is why. So you probably use that green and the red. And look at this. Look at this. Guys, look at that. Now, my thought is also some of the kits that we got that do not have the floss with it, I bet the bags for them are in here.
Yep.
So I will go back through the kits. Okay, now, so these were all $1.99 for each bag. Some of them are ridiculous. There's got to be, what, 20 in there. 3 in there, which is another satin one. Satin is more expensive.
Yeah. Here's
a green glittered one. 3 of them in there. Another 2 white ones. All of this was $2. And they were logged. This one also has this blue metallic in there. And a bunch there. Trying to think if there's any more that are so special. This one had some of this whisper.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Which I probably will not use.
I actually needed that for one of the projects that I bought.
I will probably not use that because it looks very much like mohair, which gives me suspicions that I could react to it. Look how full. Look how full this bag is. Look at all that. Guys. This woman was ordering, I don't even know how many bags I got. I just took them all. There's a lot of greens and stuff, so it'll be perfect for like Christmases.
Satin gray.
Huh?
Silvery gray.
Here's a metallic gold in this one. Here's some more metallic silver. So I have a dark metallic silver I'm using for that, so I might actually do a little bit of the light metallic in that. This one I was quite excited about, I will not lie. That's more of that blue.
That's gorgeous blue.
That's
even prettier than the first blue.
It's prettier. It's a different brand. So I took every bag they had.
Yeah, I guess you did.
But we can count them as we put them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But oh my gosh, how much floss there was. Insane. And I'm sure this is not even like a dent in her stuff, I'm sure. So I will have to look through my basket and see if there's any of them that did not have the floss with it, because I probably now have the floss in here. So, okay, that's
Is that everything?
that is everything. that is everything, guys.
Okay, would you like to see what I got?
Sorry.
That's okay. I got nothing compared to you.
I mean, it was thrifting, though. It was thrifting, guys, so it does not count.
So this is from Garage Stitchery. They had a sale because they were moving, which they are actually in the process of probably getting unpacked now from one state to another. So I got some 18 count fabric flare for them, which is that printed fabric. I don't see a colorway right away. Oh, stone effect. Stone effect is what it's called. And then,
Don't mind me.
sorry about the crinkle. I got Fiber on a Whim Cocoa 18 count. That's a pretty color. And then I got 32 count Lime, which isn't that pretty?
Okay, can I interject for 1 second before I forget? And I'm really sorry. I did order something else, and I want to tell them about it, because otherwise, when I get it, they're gonna be like, "Oh," because I know I have some Schitt's Creek people.
Yep.
I ordered a Schitt's Creek Valentine sock set from Hank's Yarning Co. And I don't know if I said anything about it last time. She has 2 left in her shop. This was the inspiration picture. David and Patrick. So if you are interested in that, I would recommend going to her shop. She's also the one that I got the other Schitt's Creek from. Here is her shop.
Okay. Then I also got some Christmas needle minders from Mad for Minders. Little snowman, or couple. This is Mrs. Claus, and then from Rudolph. So I thought those were cute. They had an after Christmas sale. I think I got that. And then these are items that I got that we did not show. This is Goodwill.
Okay, so here's the story, guys.
This is a story.
I thrifted. Oh, did I thrift? I showed you my 17 that I kept. My friend Joan took 10. So that was just 27 kits I got. She took 10, and I think I gave you one. So that's 37. 38 kits I got that one visit to Goodwill.
Yeah. And this is they're all logged.
They're all logged.
And like the floss is included. So this one is Bent Creek. And it's called The White Cat. Why is that? There we go. And then I think I got some of them mixed up with my presents last time. So, but this is Lizzie Kate. It's a flip it. It has the material and the floss with it.
And it was
this
logged.
one is logged. And these are 99 cents. And this one is for Christmas.
Yeah, all her stuff has all been marked 99 cents. Well, other than that, the floss I paid.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I do have them all. This one is called, this is from Post Stitches. A little quick stitching for every occasion. Sue Hillis Designs. Yes, I can drive a stick.
That was funny.
All the floss. Bank Creek, find your way to Halloween. And this has got all the fancy floss with it. Lizzie Kate, Life is Not Measured. All the DMC. Lizzie Kate, Be Jolly. It says, by golly, be jolly. That's cute. Be Merry. A whole bunch of merry and bright. It even has the buttons on this one.
Well, I mean, why would she buy everything else and not the buttons?
Yeah. And then get in there. This one is by Country Cottage Needlework with the material
And the floss.
and the floss, and it's logged. And this is adorable. It's Snowman Trio. Ooh. Then there's Boo by Sam Sarah Design Studios. All the floss.
I'm suspecting at some point we're going to make it to her fabric collection, because if you look on this here, it says logged, use coconut,
Use
and some of
country
the
mocha.
fabric was not actually in with the kits, so I'm guessing she has a stash of fabrics too.
Yep. And this one is another Country Cottage Needleworks. It's Snow Cold. And somehow, somewhere along the line, I have extra.
It goes with the kit because
It goes with one of the
it goes with one of the other kits.
one of the other kits. So yeah, that's everything. Sorry for all the crinkling.
All right. Well, I guess we are. Well, we could tease them a little bit more, but so I've kind of told you a little bit about my 2 weeks because fingers, grandkids. What have I been watching? What haven't I been watching? Hold on, I have a list because I knew I.
Before you go to that, I forgot. Meganna had gone to go visit her friend, and I showed you the presents that she made. Well, while she was with one said friend, she sent me a picture and said, guess what she taught me to do? Cross stitch. So her friend set her up with her hoop and her first project, and she's already on to 1, 2, 3 stitch. I'm like, kid, you're after my own heart.
Okay, so some of the usuals came back. Oh, let me start there. So a new season of Worst Cooks in America has started, so of course I'm watching that.
Mm-hmm.
Hell's Kitchen, watching that. All the Chicagos came back, PD, Fire, all those, watching those. Law and Orders, all those came back. All the NCISs came back. In addition to that, I have watched the series Wednesday, which really surprised my husband that I watched it, but yes, I did quite enjoy it. I watched Emily in Paris. Yes, I enjoyed that as well. I watched season 1 and 2 of Love Island. And then I watched Working Moms. I don't remember how many seasons, whatever there is out there right now. That one, it's interesting, but it's very, very raunchy. I'm not even gonna lie about it. And I tried watching another one that was recommended to me, and I just, no. What was the name of it? Murderville. No. No. It was, no. So, yeah, I've done a lot of watching. Well, just the Love Islands. They're like, between, it ranges, but like between 30 and 34 episodes for each season. I was like, now Wednesday, like I watched just in an afternoon. There's not that, not that many, but
it's like a limited series, isn't it? That's one that I've been wanting to watch.
Oh, it's pretty good. So I would recommend it.
Yeah.
So, and I have another list of other ones that I heard on this podcast that I'm going to check out.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if I'll like them or not, but that's I mean, that's fine. Okay, that's it.
Cool.
For watching.
For me, I have been watching some more of Schitt's Creek.
Oh, good.
I did.
I'm going to start rewatching it. I had decided that today.
Yeah. I'm up to the point where his sister is dating
Ted?
Yep.
Or the other guy. Why am I forgetting his name?
The one is the one that's obviously gay but is dating her.
Oh, no, that's Ted, the veterinarian?
Ted. Yes, the veterinarian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ted.
No, he's not gay.
Which his character seems like he's on the fence on whether or not
he's
not. Which is quite interesting. They had that little dinner party that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I got a kick on the father going to get unemployment. That was hilarious.
Well, because Ding Dong went with him. Oh my God!
Well, he wouldn't admit what he was doing, and then his all his trying to get around to getting a ride there.
So are you getting a little bit more into it now?
A little bit. I still can't watch it for long stints of time.
Oh, I could sit there and watch it.
So it is getting, to me, it's getting a little bit better.
But you're still on season 1.
Yeah.
Season 2 is when it really gets really good.
And then the whole cosmetic thing where they're
Vu.
He looks orange.
Yes. And then it ends up that everybody's already done it.
They've already done it. Yeah, that's funny. Let's see. What else have I been watching? I've actually, probably because of my husband, because he ends up watching all these almost like documentary type, like Ancient Aliens and
I don't like
Unexplained and any kind of other history documentary that's on History Channel. I ended up starting to watch Unsolved Murders, Serial Killers, I think, which is basically how they catch the serial killers, but how the detectives go about catching a serial killer on Netflix. I'm still been watching my Supernatural. I actually already watched the full season of Willow, which actually caused me to go back and watch the original movie, which I had never really watched the original movie. So I thought that was really good. I'm actually looking forward to that one coming back. I think that's about it. Everything else I've been basically like, Chuck was back in the hospital again, which when it landed was I was already on vacation and off of school, so it ate up a lot of that time. Hopefully they get these medications figured out because this is his third bout of rejection. So hopefully they change some of his meds so that will fix that problem. I'm at the tail end of my schooling. If everything goes right, knock on wood, as long as I keep on the track I'm on, I should finish at the end of September. So I'm counting down my classes now. Now I still have a debate to figure out because I'm going for project management. It's supposed to be with an emphasis on supply chain. And the 2 or 3 classes that I need for supply chain, the 2 classes I think I need for supply chain, they're not on the same cycle I'm currently on. So I'd actually have to delay my classes by I think it's 3 weeks at this point for the classes to happen when I need them to happen. So I'm not for sure if I'm going to do that or just drop the emphasis. I really don't know.
Don't ask me, because as I was going to say when you were talking about documentaries, I hate school. I don't want to watch documentaries or something where I'm forced to learn something I don't really care to know.
Well, the only good thing about watching those is that I can really I can listen to them and not have to necessarily truly watch them.
My husband will watch. Well, he hasn't. He watches a lot of his stuff that he watches is very informational. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I get it. If it's something you're into, but then he used to watch the how it was made, or and I'm
occasionally Chuck would watch that.
I don't care. I don't.
You might not really want to know how it was made,
right?
Because it might ruin the whole thing.
Exactly.
It's
okay, I can no longer eat this. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Thanks for ruining that.
But I know a lot of people enjoy that sort of thing. It's just it's not my cup of tea. I watch TV to be entertained, not to be educated.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just me, I guess. I don't know. All right, so I guess we're finally to the gift the knits, eh?
Yeah. You've been watching.
No,
No,
I haven't watched any podcasts since the last time you were here. So I've been listening.
You losing your stitches there?
Yeah, I did. I listened to podcasts while I sew, but no knitting ones. Just kind of fluff ones, or podcasts, re-listen podcasts, and that they're, or rewatching rather, not re-listening. But yeah, so just entertainment basically. Okay, so I pulled it up on my phone. I closed the FO thread this morning, and we ended up with 521 entries.
Great.
In the FO thread. Just trying to find. So we topped last year. Last year was 515 or 514. I'm sorry, because I was the first post. Okay, so did a random number generator, and we've got winners already. So I think I only have. That's for chatter. Okay, so. I got prizes. I'll give you one.
Okay.
Hopefully you understand my shorthands.
Rossman?
Yep.
Mary? She did a finished object socks, and this is what she's getting
So she was from the FO thread.
from the FO.
There's another one. I just can't hear it. I'll hand them to you. You hand them back to me.
EAH004, Emily. She's from, she did a sweater in the FO. That's what you'll get.
Most of these people did more than that. I just wrote down what I drew what off of.
Kate K, CAITK. She did a pair of socks in the FO.
And if everybody needs to contact me, I need your full name and shipping address. Best place to contact me is Knit for Brains on Instagram.
I didn't get.
You can you can contact me on Ravelry. It's LOR903. Okay.
And Dorothy CR, she did a finished object or FO of a sweater. Arity60, you did a finished object of socks. Cross stitch stuff. Pescara, Eileen, you are on the chatter thread. There's the.
Yeah, I actually decided to do a physical price for chatter too. We don't normally do that.
Yeah.
But I do have 2 winners I pulled from the chatter thread for pattern of your choice, $7 or under. So you'll want to definitely contact me on Ravelry for that, Lore903. The 2 winners are the K and C couple and Carnisi, who's Leslie. You'll know you.
Yeah.
You'll know who you are. So, physical prizes.
It's spelled like my maiden name, Karnes, Carnes, EE.
So, physical prizes, get a hold of me. Full name, shipping address, patterns, just get a hold of me and let me know what patterns you would like. And I will send those over. I usually, once you contact me for physical prizes, will get them out that same week. Usually the next day, but it just depends on what's going on. So there's that. And thank you for everybody for joining in.
Yeah, it was fun too to see all the different crafts this time. So
yes,
we'll probably have a little bit of a different name next time.
Yes, it'll be some sort of gifting craft along.
Yeah, craft to gift.
Craft to gift. That could be it. I don't know.
If we ever remember.
If you get, yeah, we won't remember. Let's be honest. So you guys will probably remember, so you can remind us or come up with something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think that's it. Is that everything?
I think that's everything.
Alrighty. So what do they need? You gonna tell them the things?
Oh, because we want them to come back.
Yeah, we'd like them. We'd like them to come back.
Hopefully, you will like, subscribe, and ring the bell. What's wrong with that? That was
Every way you're like, ring
the
bell. Come on, people. Ding, 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 ding. That's me when I'm at Hobby Lobby. Their cutting counter.
I was there a couple of weeks ago, and somebody was ringing a bell. I thought,
did you turn around and go, Laura? Is that you?
This would be interesting on how long it takes them to answer.
And it's probably gonna be worse because the girl that was running the fabrics department has left.
Oh my!
Yeah, she told me the last time I was there that she was leaving, and she's like, "This place is awful to work at." I was like, wow, okay, can I just get my fabric? I didn't need to know all that, but best wishes.
sure she didn't care. She was leaving.
No, I was just like, wow, okay. Well, it was funny because I knew her. She used to work where I used to work. So, yeah. And she wasn't much of an employee then. So
there wasn't much to compare it to.
I don't know that she was probably that much of an employee at Hobby Lobby. And if it really is that bad, I don't know.
Yep.
And what one person thinks bad isn't that bad. So I'm like, whatever. So now, yeah, I'm sure if I go there, it'll be a lot of bell ringing.
I do tend to go there just because their cost for thread is cheaper.
I try not to go anywhere because that's when I spend money. I stay in my house. I sew. When my husband's off, we go thrifting.
Yep.
I mean, because every time I go
and
out...
thank goodness, because, now we, you don't need any thread now.
No. Anytime I go out, when I do go out, it's like, okay, I go to Walmart. It's like, well, I haven't been here in a while. Let me walk the whole entire store. And then I'm there so long, I forgot where I parked my car. I could not find my car the last time I went to Walmart for anything. It's like, shoot. And it's small, so like sometimes you can't see it around the other vehicles. I'm like, oh. So I was just wandering around aimlessly, but what was funny, there was an older guy that was also doing the same thing. So there's two of us walking around hitting our, like with our arms up, hitting our buttons, trying to make the cars beep. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, I don't feel alone, but I mean, he easily probably had 30 years on me, so it kind of made me feel bad. Like, oh my gosh. Where were we today? We were going into one of the thrift stores or something, and a gentleman was going past me, and he's like, oh, excuse me, young lady. And I go, honey, did you hear that? He said, I'm a young lady. And Brett goes, pfft. And I'm like, oh, no, you didn't. I'm like, I like that guy. I think maybe I'll go walk with him. So that was kind of funny. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. We will see you guys back in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Hopefully I'll have more knitting than what I did this time. It was kind of sad. It's okay.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.